What's good, my good people? Listen, before we get into this story, I have to set this thing up properly. Everybody has a social media crush. Somebody you've been watching for years, somebody you enjoy their content. They really just do it for you. Now, with that said, the person in this video is beautiful, intelligent, charismatic, and she has a tremendous following. A following that scares the living daylights out of me.
Oh, shiver my timbers!
So as I get into this story, I am changing places, I am changing names, because I do not want any smoke from her or her following. Here we go. It's story time.
Hey Tom, tell me a story.
So like I said, I had a huge crush on this certain content creator. I followed all of her posts and I've been, checking out her stuff for years. And she is funny, she's charismatic, like I said, very beautiful. Did not think in a million years that I would even meet her or even have a chance with her, right? So one day I'm at Whole Foods. Now, if you live where I live, you've probably seen me out and didn't even know it. Because when I am at home in my own city, I look like a homeless person from an encampment. I'm just gonna keep it real. I wear anything outside. I don't care. Comfortability over fashion. It doesn't matter to me. So you might see me with a pair of cut off joggers and a wife beater walking around Whole Foods, eating a Chico stick. So, hey, it is what it is. Hair don't be shiny, don't be having it shaved, beard be nappy. I don't even care. You know what I'm saying? When I'm at home, I'm just relaxed. I'm just doing me. So this one particular day, I'm at Whole Foods picking up some ribeyes. I want to throw some ribeyes on the grill. I love when I go to Whole Foods because I can get them cut right off the rib roast, just how I want them, with the proper amount of fat, nice marbling. So when they hit that grill, it be like, you know what I'm saying? I'm standing there telling the dude how I want it. I cut them this thick. I want them this thick, so I can cook them, have them all turned up, right? I'm standing there, and all of a sudden I hear a voice from behind me, and it says, "Ooh, you really know how you like your meat." No diddy. I just started laughing because I was like, I know ain't nobody just say that out loud. Right? So I turn around, and there is the content creator of my dreams, Dimples. Let's just call her Dimples moving forward. I see her. I turn around, look at the meat person. My eyes is like this big. Then I turn back around, and the first thing I thought of is like, bruh, what do you have on? You look homeless right now, fam. Like, come on. So I'm like, yeah. And so I turn around and I'm like, you're pretty funny. And she's like, oh my gosh, you're Tom Swoope. You're Mr. Storytime. And I'm like, yeah, you would recognize me looking like I do right now. She's like, I love your content. Like, you are so funny, so silly. I love everything about what you do. Oh my gosh, we have to collab on some things. Do you know who I am? And I'm like, do I know who you are? Yeah, you on my wall at home. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a whole teenager and you my crush. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, she know me, I know her. We get to talking in the store. We walk around Whole Foods for probably like 25 minutes just talking, shopping. We go to check out, you know what I'm saying? I walk her to her car. She's like, put your number in my phone. We need to really collab. I'm in the area for about 6 weeks. I'm a traveling nurse, and I always wondered what she did, you know what I'm saying? Because she was always all over the place. And now it makes sense. She was a traveling nurse. And she was like, yeah, I kind of do some stuff for like some of the pro basketball teams, pro football team, so I travel around a lot. And so I'm like, cool, give her my number. It was like one of them long conversations. So we standing in the parking lot at Whole Foods and we talking, we chopping it up, and then she cuts on her car and this particular song comes on. A meeting in My Bedroom by Silk. Now, all my 90s R&B people, y'all already know how I get down because y'all done been to the old school R&B brunch that I host. So you already know, 90s R&B, that's me, right? So we, in the parking lot, it's a meeting in my bedroom. You know what I'm saying? We kicking it. You know what I'm saying? She like, oh my gosh, this is my favorite song. I listen to this song all the time. So we chilling in the parking lot, still just chopping it up, listening to music, whatever. Just one of them long conversations that, you kind of don't want the night to end, right? So I get in my car, she get in her car. She done played this song probably like 2 or 3 times. And I'm still like, okay, it's a good song. But hey, buddy, I mean, we've done it. We've done that. We've done that. Okay. I drive home, she drives home. Maybe like 20 minutes later, she texts me and she's just like, man, I kind of just don't want the night to end. Is there any place that we can go and hang out? And I'm like, I mean, yeah, it's a few spots we can hit, you know what I'm saying? Are you, you dressed, you ready to roll, or you need some time? And she was just like, no, we're like, feel like going out. I mean, like, hang out. And I was like, I mean, you can come over here. I'm about to put these steaks on the grill. You know what I'm saying? And she's like, yeah, that sounds like a plan. So she comes over my house and we chilling, or whatnot. And I put the steaks on the grill, come back in the house, we talking. She's like, we play some music or whatever. Of course, for the umpteenth time, here she go, A Meeting in My Bedroom by Silk. Again. And I'm just like, yeah, this is obviously your favorite song. Is there, any particular reason? And she's just like, yeah, no, this is just, it's a vibe. It's just a vibe, I'm such a 90s girl. And I'm like, I am too, but like, there's more than one song from the 90s. Do you want me to introduce you to some? And so I try to play her a couple more songs or whatever. And she's like, oh yeah, those are cool, but listen to this. And so she plays the song again. I'm like, I know. She's like, no. Listen, like you hear that octave right there where he came in and how it, and I'm like, you weird. Yeah, you weird. You big weird. By the way, I Work For Me hoodie available in our merch shop. Buying merch from the merch shop helps support the channel. So I made this shirt for my entrepreneurs who, work for themselves, who, want to flaunt in front of others. Support the channel by liking, subscribing, sharing the channel and all of its content, but also purchasing things from the merch store. It allows us to keep making all of this awesome content for you to enjoy. Purchase from the merch store. It definitely helps the channel, and I thank you. Now back to the story. We done had the steaks, we chilling, whatever, everything cool. She's like, I kind of want a snack or something like that. You got anything, in the kitchen? You got some snack food? And I was like, yeah, I got some snack food in there. And she's like, oh yeah, I really got a craving for like, a peanut butter sandwich. And I'm like, yeah, I got peanut butter, I got bread, She's like, you got sourdough? And I was like, nah, I ain't got sourdough. You eat peanut butter jelly sandwich on sourdough? She's like, yeah, with pickles. I'm like, is you pregnant? Like, what's happening right now? Who does that? Like, who eats peanut butter on sourdough with pickles? Everybody eats that. What do you mean, Tom? Everybody. That's like one of the most normal sandwiches a person can make. I'm like, normal for what? Like universe? Like, cause I don't, not this one, this Milky Way. We don't. I go in the kitchen, make the sandwich or whatnot. She gobbles that joker down. And now her breath is smelling like pickles and peanut butter. I'm just like, and she plays the song again. But this time she's getting a little frisky. And she's, coming over to me. And she's like, oh, you really smell good. And do you know you got really nice skin? And your teeth are just, oh my gosh, And she's, song's playing. And she's just like, she's in my lap. And so she's, grinding back and forth, but all I can smell is the fucking pickles on her breath. And like, she got like peanut butter ash around her lips, and I'm like, man, you know how they always say, don't ever meet your heroes? Like, I kind of felt like that in that moment. I'm like, you was so sexy on my phone. Like right now, you just smelled like your breath. The mixture of the peanut butter and the pickles, her breath smelled like she had took a chomp out of a cadaver. Like literally, it was just disgusting. She's still my crush though. Let's keep it a buck. Like, and that booty was bootying, that waist was wasting, and them titties was tittying. So, of course, Diamante came out to play. And so it went down, right? Now, she left like super early in the morning because she had to be at work. She just, she called me throughout the day, texted me throughout the day. That was amazing. We had so much fun. I feel so at home with you, so peaceful, so this, so that, right? And so she gets off work. She comes over my house with like, all this stuff. Like, there's just like candles and food and, all this stuff. Like this big teddy bear and just like, I just want to, I really appreciate you. I didn't meet anybody while I was here. It's so boring and I'm here for 6 weeks and I just want to spend it all with you. I sit the teddy bear down, da. She's like, oh, I'm gonna plan this whole, night out on the town with us, right? So tomorrow, just pack a bag and we going, somewhere for a day because I got a couple days in between on this assignment. So I'm like, okay, pack a bag. Okay, sounds like a plan. I can do that. The next day comes. She texts me like around noon. She's like, I'm gonna send a car to pick you up at like 7:30. 7:30, I'm dressed. I got my whole bag packed. I'm ready to go, right? 7:45 come. No car. 7:50, no car. 8 o'clock, no car. So I text her, I'm like, hey, da. No response. I call her around 8:15. No response. Straight to voicemail. So I'm looking out the window, like a little kid waiting for their dad to come pick them up. So I'm looking out the window all sad. Every car that come down the street, I'm like, oh, maybe that. No. Oh, yeah. Oh. No. Oh, maybe then. No. I'm feeling some kind of way at this point, right? I don't think nothing of it. Next morning comes. I call her again. No answer. Text her. No answer. I'm like, okay, whatever. Let's just keep it pushing or whatever. I had my fun. Hey, if that's all that's going to ever be, hey, it was amazing. Some time goes by, it's like now like a day and a half, 2 days by. I'm scrolling on TikTok. She done went live on TikTok, y'all. And she sees me coming to the live on TikTok. And, she's like, hey, how you doing? First off, in my opinion. Hey, how you doing, Gerald? Hey, Jake, how you doing? Like, she just bypassed me like I'm a regular person. Like, I just wasn't all in her guts just a few hours ago. Catch me in part 2. Yeah. Catch me in part 2, family.
That's that right here.